a subway card at the kiosk, and it's fine. Here we go, here's our train. Another train passing on another track. Here's where you can buy a subway card at the kiosk if you so choose. Guess you can't exit that way. Lesson learned. I had already exited, and I was trying to exit again into an entryway. Ah, it's a little rainy. I'm eating today at Kashmir 9, which is very simple, delicious, and reasonable Pakistani, Indian, Bangladesh food. Very yummy on a rainy day. So here we are on 34th Street and 9th Avenue, and here's a beautiful shot of the Empire State Building. It's kind of a cloudy, semi-rainy day today, but what a beautiful, beautiful building, huh? Sam Ash is a pretty well-known music store. That's on 34th Street between 8th and 9th. This building, the James A. Farley Building, used to be the main post office of New York. Now it houses an expansion of Penn Station. Going to the restroom can be a challenge when you're outbound the city. I just came down to Penn Station, the train station, to go at 8th and 34th, 33rd. Macy's, 34th and 7th. Looks like Madison Square Garden is currently undergoing a facelift. Here's the main structure over there, I believe. So we're getting closer. Some kind of a bouncy house in the middle of 33rd and Broadway. I have a feeling this is not a permanent installation. Horace Greeley, he looks like a happy guy. Oh my gosh, look at this roof over here. Beautiful. Nice little church there amongst the giants. We are at 29th and Broadway right now. Here's another beautiful roof. I like that little tower up there, a little dome. Gold roof. V-green. No shortage of the marijuana stores, CBC oil and all that. They're all over the place now. We're headed to the Flatiron Building to take a look at that. It's such a cool building. And it's not technically Midtown anymore. We're sort of moving into the Chelsea area. Maybe Murray Hill might be the other neighborhood east of that. 105, 225. That looks really good. Rizzoli is kind of a famous high-end bookstore. Glad to see they're still here. Well, I think the Flatiron Building might be getting a facelift. I think that might be it with the scaffolding. Let's see if I'm right about that. Yep, that's it. Well, I mean, that's too bad for us, but that's good for the building. Glad the building is getting some love and care. I'll find a picture of it where it doesn't have the scaffolding on it. But as you can still see, despite the scaffolding, very unique building, right? See how thin it is in that front of the triangle? So it's just kind of sprinkly today. Not too bad. I don't mind it. As long as I'm not getting super soaked. Yeah, little sprinkles can't hurt you. We're crossing into Madison Square Park, which is a sweet little park in this area. Nice little oasis in the city. Dog run. Sweet little fountain in the downtown side of the park. In front of a Shake Shack. Even though it's raining, people out enjoying themselves. Not letting a few sprinkles hamper the day. And now we're on the downtown side of the Empire State Building. Kind of an amazing sight with this old church. Well, I don't know how old it is, but it looks older than the Empire State Building. It looks different for sure. It's kind of fun to see the juxtaposition of the two. We're currently coming at it from the downtown side. We're at 28th and 5th Avenue. Oh, well, I'm just getting news from the brain feed that the Marble Collegiate Church was completed in 1854 and the Empire State Building was completed in 1931. So indeed it is old and young together. 31st and 5th. 32 and 5th. And here we are at the base. 33 and 5th. Empire State Building. So the cost to the top of the Empire State Building is $47 to the observatory deck. We're not going to do that on a rainy day. We got terrific views of the building for free from many angles, and that was enough for now. Here at Madison and 37th, this is the Consulate General of Poland. So I am starting to reach that point where it was like, oh, this is not too wet, I'm okay. This is kind of fun. A little sprinkly, hey, refreshing. To, now I'm wet. And it's not as much fun anymore. So we might have to cut today's adventure a little short, head back to dry, and continue later on or tomorrow. I could also buy an umbrella, but nah. Oh my gosh, well this is fun. Right in the middle of Park Avenue, they have these little sculpture exhibits. A lady on the ball there, and a lady in the bathing suit, with the bathing cap over here. Seems to be another one up there. We're heading towards Grand Central Station, which of course is the other big train station besides Penn Station. Are they astrology symbols? Those are Pisces. There's Grand Central. Okay, so we're at 40th Street. We're crossing Park Avenue right now, so you can see the Grand Central Station here. Inching towards 42nd Street, we're closer to 41st Street right now, and Park Avenue. Alright, so we're inside Grand Central. We're going to go take a look at the big grand hall where you get your tickets and where the information desk is and all that. People taking trains to go everywhere in the Northeast. Here's where you get your ticket, or you look at the schedule, find out where your track is. There's a bunch of tracks over here. You can ask a question here. It's a beautiful station. So we've just come out of Grand Central Station on the 43rd Street side, and that's actually called Vanderbilt right there. Madison is that way, but look up here. Look up here. We have another one of the most beautiful buildings in New York City, the Chrysler Building. It's on 42nd Street. That's the top right there. We're gonna pull back over here towards Madison to get a view of more of it. So we just crossed Madison. We're in Madison and 43rd. We're gonna continue west, but there's a good look at the Chrysler Building. Heading towards Times Square right now. We'll see what we can take before we need to jump on the train to get dry. Sometimes when there's construction, they'll do something like that. Create a walkway through the construction area. Big old crane there. So over there is Bryant Park and the library. We're just going to insert that here.
The New York Public Library at 5th and 42nd Street was opened in 1911. The building, interestingly, holds locks of hair from Walt Whitman, Charlotte Bronte, Mary and Percy Bysshe Shelley, and Wild Bill Hickok. Get this, it has fragments of Percy Shelley's skull. And right behind the library, actually predating it, is Bryant Park, the largest bit of grass below 59th Street, which is the beginning of Central Park.
So here we are in Times Square. (42nd Street). Saturday nights. That's looking west down 42nd. That's looking east down 42nd. People like the car. Oops, sorry. All right, we're just going to head down 43rd Street a little bit here because the Harry Potter play is over here. Might be fun to look outside the theater at some of the photographs and stuff. That's cool. That's really neat. Some Like It Hot was recommended by the guy that was sort of like an information guy at the TKTS booth, the discount ticket booth. That's the one out of all the shows he thought was a winner. You see? Neil Diamond. There's a little walk through here at the Schubert Theater that goes one block up. They've got a bunch of Broadway posters. So much stimulation. Oh, here's another walkthrough. As I said before, walk signals seem like sort of a suggestion for New York pedestrians. Hamilton at the Rogers Theater. Sweeney Todd is playing here. Ron Quante. So that's the TKTS booth over there where you get discount tickets during the day. And they'll have a list of the shows that are available when you're in line and the discount that you can potentially expect. They have Broadway shows and some off-Broadway shows. So here we are on 49th Street. The heart of Times Square is behind us now. One thing is, you're gonna smell a lot of marijuana smoke. Because marijuana is legal now in New York. And it smells like everybody's smoking. Especially in Times Square. Here's where the Late Show is filmed right here. 53rd and Broadway. Here's Columbus Circle. And that's the park over there, the entrance. The downtown west entrance. And as you can see, Columbus Circle is a circle. It's a big turnaround.
I hope you've enjoyed today's adventure. I'll see you next week. By the way, very quickly, if you like the show, consider Buy Me a Coffee to help support the show. Buy Me a Coffee is a great way for creators and artists to accept one-time support or membership ongoing from their fans for the price of a coffee. Go to buymeacoffee.com/brainfire to help the show. Thank you.
Get out of here to where the weather is clear. We'll take some coffee and some bagels and get out of here to where the weather